So anyway, let's run this first clip, Adam. The first one I sent you. This is Ray talking to Karl about my wife. Actually, Karl did classic whataboutism instead of, because he didn't want to talk about his wife because that's what every super chat was in. Anyway, he accused my wife of being a dude. That's what Karl did. He accused my wife of being a dude. Go ahead, play the clip, Adam.
44. KB is obsessed with Karl. Hot dog man is ye.
Possibly. He likes to make fun of me because my wife was in a video with me. In fact, she's been in a lot of videos with me. She's a part of the show. But we don't even know if he's married to a woman.
No, he's not. I met his wife. Yeah, she's
okay. Did you check her package? Did you check?
She's an attractive lady.
Did you give her a cup check real quick just to make sure it's not like a Jim Norton situation?
No, she's a very attractive lady.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a black.
The old cup check.
So Karl thinks that's something people do. That's something people do in Rochester. They do a cup check to see.
Well, it is a hockey town.
And let's take that off the screen before because I gotta yell at Ray. I want to see me yelling at Ray. So that's something that you didn't have a problem with. Karl saying that my wife is a dude, and that's why, even though my wife had been pregnant twice.
You're not married to a dude.
Okay, but Karl implied that maybe I was, and that he would have a problem with that. Like that would be an object of ridicule for him and his gang of losers.
Your wife is hot. I said so on my show.
You didn't say that.
She's hot.
You didn't say that. You said no. You didn't. You didn't say that.
I said next to her at the roast battle.
No, I watched the clip. You think I'm an idiot? Okay, so the next clip is this is Karl asking someone sent him a super chat. Noga, Shuli's mom sent him a super chat, which is appropriate because Karl married his mom. Go ahead.
Noga, Karl, what is the age difference between you and Jenny? Is that
my wife? It's 8.5 years.
8.5 years. That's allowed to happen. It's fine. That checks out.
We were both in our 30s when we started dating.
Okay, so Ray, another great line of questioning. That happens. Okay. You know what that means? That means that Karl was okay. First of all, you didn't ask who was older. Okay, great follow up. So he's implying, he said they're 8.5 years difference. And they're both, and his alibi was, or his explanation was, they were both in their 30s. Yeah. So that's the only way. They're barely, because if they're both in their 30s and there's an 8 years difference, 8.5, one has to be 31, the other one has to be 39. Yeah. So they're barely both in their 30s. Did he ever say that she was older? Or he just said it was 8.5 years difference.
No, he just said 8.5 years difference. I didn't ask who's older. You're right. That one. I was in the zone, Kevin.
What 30-year-old is like, I want to hook up with a 40-year-old lady because that's my sweet spot. Is that your sweet spot, Ray?
I do Demi Moore now that she's going to be single again.
Wow.
This will be the first time I see the mandolin video.
Wow. Oh, it's something to
You still didn't see it.
I still didn't.
Incredible. And you win some kind of award. Wow. After all that, after every super chat was about that, you're still like, not curious in any way about the video everyone's talking about. And every super chat that came in was about that. I'm not curious. I couldn't be less curious. There's nothing that could pique my interest, even though every super chat was about Karl either napping or mandolin. I'm not curious. My name's Ray H. DeVito.
I'm sorry.
Careful of the mandolin.
I know, I see it.
I was doing requests.
Okay.
We were playing requests for a little bit.
Good job. Did you take a nap?
I did not.
That was my request.
Got it. Thank you, Adam. She's hot, Ray?
She's a good-looking lady.
But you didn't see that video. But you've seen her in other stuff. What have you seen? What other stuff have you seen her in?
I met her in Detroit.
And you thought you found her attractive.
I thought she was an attractive lady.
What's the big deal, Kevin? She's a regular on the show. Isn't Mrs. Steel Toe? Isn't she a regular on the show? Doesn't Melton go after her all the time? So she's a regular on Karl's show. Does Karl, anybody watching, does Karl ever introduce her as his wife? Or is it always like tongue-in-cheek Jenny's from the jingles department?
There's some pretty good jingles.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And like, we should let it go. What's the big deal? They do episode after episode about Stuttering John and Steel Toe. What's the big deal? Let it go, Kevin. It's not a big deal. Just Karl with his elderly wife. It's not normal. Ray was like, that happens. Not very often. Where the guy's 31 and she's 39. It's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to marry a 70-year-old just for the content.
I agree with you, man. It's weird.
Here we go. Here we go. You're starting to pick up on how this works. It only took 2 years.
Now that I saw that clip,
Christ.
it is just not acceptable. Now that I saw that clip,
Thank
like,
you.
come on. Yeah, come on, man.
Wait, that's really the first time you saw that clip?
That really was the first time I
That's-
saw
that-
it.
He
that's
talked
just-
about. He definitely talked about it a lot yesterday. I watched part of it. The
Adam,
first,
every
you know.
super chat was about it.
Yeah, I know,
The
I
clips
know.
people sent me, it was like one after the other. Either his nap, his mandolin, his wife, and Ray was like, "Not interested, not interested."
Nope.
I said,
Nope.
you take that across the street, sir. I got distraught over how bad Chad played basketball 21 years ago. That's what I was just
Ray. Chad is Joe Rogan compared to you right now. Chad is like Chad makes you look like a maroon. But when people sent me clips, I would watch them around it, and every super chat was about the video. And Ray still after the fact was like, not interested. So, but I'm not supposed to do a thing about he married his fucking mom for whatever reason. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a sexual professional. But there's something to that. If you married someone's 10 years older than you, you're not a regular dude. Dudes marry younger women. Because Mick Jagger, anybody who's rich and famous, they always marry younger because that's more appealing and more normal.